Okay, so now we're going to page 72. 72, lesson B, and we're looking at adverb clauses. And here is the QR code. QR code. Okay, so we're on still level, unit 6. The unit's entitled Time, and we're looking at managing time and time management, which is important. Now, time is a measurement. Time is a measurement. Okay, so we could look at point A to point B. Point A to point B. The distance. Okay, and the distance is measured in time, and it's measured in miles, blocks, whatever, but it's a measurement also of time. We have the unit of time, okay, the clock, the watch, okay, tick tock, tick tock. That's another measurement of time. We're very familiar with that measurement. There's also chronological time. The Declaration of Independence was written, adopted July 4th, 1776. The Constitution was adopted in 1787. Okay, so here you have chronological time. You have what they call a chronological resume. So if you've been working for years on your resume, you could indicate, for instance, the year you graduated from a university, and then your first job, the year that you started, and when you ended, and then the next job, the year. That's what you call chronological time. Okay, there's also psychological time. Okay, psychological time. The past, the present, and the future. There's time based on science, on physics, space and time. Okay, so time has a lot of influence in our daily lives. Okay, so let's look at the clauses with the adverb clauses with when. The first sentence, when I have a lot to do, comma, I make a to-do list. Okay, when I have a lot to do, I make a to-do list. So let's also diagram this sentence. Okay, so when here is a subordinating conjunction. I is a subject pronoun. Have is a verb. A is an adjective. Lot is a noun. To do is an infinitive. And now you have a comma. So in this clause, which is a dependent clause, you have your subject, I, and you have your verb, have, and your predicate, have a lot to do. But since you started the sentence with a subordinating conjunction, now you must have a comma at the end of the dependent clause. the independent clause. I is a subject pronoun. Make is a verb. Is an adjective. To do is an infinitive. And list is a noun. So that's how this sentence is diagrammed. And it's a complex sentence. Complex sentence. Okay, you have a dependent clause and you have an independent clause. Now, if we invert that sentence, I make a to-do list when I have a lot to do. You don't need a comma here. Okay? Because the subordinated conjunction is here. It's not the first word in the sentence. Okay. Let's go to sentence number 2. When she feels tired, she takes a break. Okay? When she feels tired, comma, she takes a break. So let's diagram this sentence also. When is the subordinated conjunction. She is, what is it, class? Subject pronoun. Feels is a verb. Tired here is going to be an adjective. She, subject pronoun. Takes, a verb. A, adjective. And here, break is going to be a noun, not a verb. Okay? So if we inverted this sentence, it would be she takes a break when she feels tired. She takes a break when she feels tired. Okay, so a question for you. And please respond, email me your answer. How do you manage your time when it comes to work? How do you manage your time? Do you come to work before time? Do you come to work late? Okay. If you go out for lunch, do you come back on time or do you come back a little late? Okay. How do you manage your time at work? Are you waiting at the end of the day, staring at a clock or on your phone or on a watch, waiting for the clock to tick to end the day for you could rush out the building? Okay. How do you manage your time at work? How do you manage your time with your family? Okay, that's also important. Managing the time at home. Okay, do you plan with your spouse, if you have a spouse, to do things with the family on the weekends? Short range plans, mid range plans, long range plans. Okay. So do you manage time within your family? Also at home, doing chores at home. Do you procrastinate? Okay. Or do you get things done immediately when you get home? Or do you do things in the morning before you leave to work? Okay. So time management is extremely important. When I worked at Georgia State University, my supervisor once told me, work smart, Hassan. Don't work hard. Work smart. Manage your time. Don't work hard. Because if you don't manage your time, okay, you're going to have problems. Okay. How do you manage your time learning? How do you manage your time in school? Are you punctual for class? Are you prepared for class? Okay, all these little things are extremely important for your development. Okay, now, not managing your time can create stress. We need to stay away from stress as much as humanly possible. Okay, uh, I'm pretty good at managing my time. So when I go to bed, I sleep well because I know that I accomplished all the things I wanted to do for that day, or 95% of the things that I wanted to accomplish for that day. So I sleep well. Okay. Uh, Individuals that don't accomplish what they set out during the day are preoccupied. And usually they don't really sleep that well. Okay. So again, write me, email me. How do you manage your time at work, with your family, and at school? Extremely, extremely important. Okay. Okay. So I bought a lot of boards here to help me organize my classes, my lessons, I should say, for you. Okay. So we got a couple of minutes, and let's look at uh, these sentences with adverb clauses of time. So we have some words here that we could use to fill in the blanks. Before, after, when, unless, until, whenever, if, as soon as long as, afterwards, ever, and whatever. Okay, so take a moment. If you could read these words here, you may want to jot them down, and I'll say them again. Before, after, when, unless, until, whenever, if, as soon as long as, afterwards, ever, whatever. Okay? And we'll fill in the blanks. So I'll read the sentences, and uh, I'll just indicate blank. We'll take a couple of minutes and we'll work on this together. Sentence number one: I always take a bath. Blank, I go to bed. I always take a bath. Blank, I go to bed. Number two: will you wait here? Blank, I am ready. Will you wait here? Blank, I am ready. Number 3, I was not at home, blank, he came to see me. I was not at home, blank, he came to see me. 4, do not disturb me, blank, I am busy working. Do not disturb me, blank, I am busy working. Number 5, blank, she finished that project, she started working on the next. Blank, she finished that project, she started working on the next. Number 6, blank, I have finished my work, I will take you to the park. Blank, I have finished my work, I will take you to the park. 7, blank, I think of her, my eyes get misty. Blank, I think of her, my eyes get misty. Number 8, I will start, blank, I am ready. I will start, blank, I am ready. Okay? So these are some sentences. We have adverb clauses. Again, we will fill in the blanks and we're going to use these words: before, after, when, unless, until, whenever, if, as soon as long as, afterwards, ever, and whatever. Okay? So look at these sentences. I'll keep them up, fill in the blanks, and we'll work on these together. I'll give you a couple of more minutes. Okay? A couple of more minutes. We're not in a rush. Let's do this correctly. Take your time. Okay, I shall return soon.